Hello. This is going to be kind of a funny attempt to show me operating a gamepad. So the gamepad looks like this. And the gamepad is going to be talking to this particular board. And it's one of the half-size boards that's actually using the 38-pin version of the development kit. So right now, this is kind of in process. And then this one, which is going to be a controller, is going to be talking to this board here, which is going to run as a sort of simulation of a drone. And these clear LEDs in the middle of the board are going to be receivers for commands from the joysticks that are going to be passing into this ESP32. This ESP32 will wirelessly connect to this ESP32, and then we'll actually see changes to the simulator based on actions being taken over here in the two different boards. So again, I'm going to come back and look at the camera. I was looking off at the boards themselves. Let me reset both boards. So first I'm going to reset the simulator board by pressing the reset button here. And now we got some messages that the IP address 1 is ready. And in fact, it seems like I didn't really even need to reset the controller board because it's actually been already talking to the simulation. So the simulation is giving results, and then the results are based on messages that are being sent from this board. Now, right now, we don't have a gamepad connected. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do next. But let me come back to me. And then all I have to do, once it's paired, is press the home button. So I'm going to press the home button. And then you get a solid indicator here. And then up in the board area here, the document camera, you see that something called Android was connected. That's because this gamepad is an Android gamepad. And so the BluePad 32 software identifies it as Android, which means that Command Echo into the OLED display is disabled. And so now I'm going to try to use this particular gamepad to talk to the simulator. Now, one of the things I can do is take off, quote unquote, the simulator. And I'm going to press the button here on top of the D-pad. So it's the button right there. I'm going to press that button. And then what's happened now is that the middle button on the controller, the blue button there, it's kind of hard to see the color, is lit up. And then the blue button on the simulation is lit up, which means that both of these know or think that there's a drone in flight. And so now I can operate the drone in flight. So I am going to say to go up, and I can do that by pressing the Y button. And when I press the Y button, the upper LED in the left diamond, that has lit up. So it went up a little bit. That's quote unquote what should have happened. Now I'm going to press it again, and now it's off, which means that the drone is now stopped rising. If I want to make the drone go down, I press the A button, and then the bottom LED lights, and then if we stop downward motion, we press the A button again. And then similarly for clockwise and counterclockwise, I can press left, I can press right, and then we have, press the two. You have to press and release in order for those to happen. In fact, if I press and release, it'll stay lit as long as until I press it again. And then now we want to interact with the direction abilities of the drone or the simulator. Those are the right diamond shaped here. And I can do that on the D-pad, which is right here. There we go. Right there. So if I want to go up, I can press up, and the lights on the simulator. If I want to go down, I can press down, and the lights on the simulator. If I want to go right, I can press, or that would be left, I guess. Yes, left. I press the other direction on the D-pad. And if I want to go right, I press again, and then you can get multiple directions at once. That's what the D-pads or these gamepads can do. They can be multiply enabled as I am pressing these things. And the last thing you can do is use the joysticks. So I'm going to now, again, trying to be in front of the camera, I'm going to press and use these joysticks. And now these are actually level sensitive so that you can actually get the values, brighter or lesser values. If I just toggle briefly, you can see them lighting up, and the same thing in the other direction. And again, so this is the ability. We'll basically build this whole apparatus in part 2 of the course. We probably won't be using a 38-pin board. We'll be using a, probably you would have a Huzzah as one of your boards, and you would have the cheaper DevKit clone board as the other board. But I think that's enough of a demo kind of to get you excited about what maybe is to come once we have these things wirelessly connected. Let me land the simulation by pressing the takeoff button again. That's this one. And when I did that, then both blue lights went off. The blue light on the controller and the blue light on the simulator. And I guess that's where I'll stop. That just shows things are actually working as I intended them to work.